Okay, hello everyone, and this will be a tier list of every tier 10 animal in Deep. And don't even bother commenting saying that I got it wrong, because I'm not gonna pay attention. Alright, let's start off with Gar. Gar is it's an annoying ass animal. And this is for free for all, and assuming that the Gar is gonna solo. Um, Yeah, it's an A. It it's not S because I mean it's not S because it could be better, and it's not as tanky as an S tier, and it can't grab, can't do all that stuff. So, but it's pretty good. Probably one of the best swamp animals in the entire game. Next is AST. AST is one of my favorite swamp animals. I think it's good. People say it's good at team busting, but and it's decent in 1v1. Not good at hunting though. Well, it's at least alright at hunting. Yeah, A tier. It's not as I wouldn't put it above, like, the one on the left is the best and the one on the right is worse. So yeah, AST is good, not as good as Snake. Going D. No, Anaconda sucks. It it requires zero skill. Its abilities mostly useless. It ignores armor and everything, but I mean 50 DPS. It could be way better. It only has 2 boosts, and if you don't and animals with 2 boosts kind of suck. So yeah, not good. Uh, Catch a lot. That's another A tier. Eh, A or B. I'd put it on at like an A minus. Like, um, yeah, Catch a lot. Catch a lot doesn't deserve S because it's really easy to play, pretty fun. It will. Some people think it's boring. Some people think it's fun. I think it's kind of fun to play, I guess. And people say it's really slow, but in the deep it gets a speed boost, and in shallow waters you can whale hop. So it can at least kind of compensate for it. So okay, crocodile. I've seen people put it in S tier, but that's a B. It it only has 2 boosts, and I kind of have a bias towards those animals since usually they suck. Crocodile. Crocodile's good for a 2 boost animal, but for a 3 boost animal, there's way better options. Eagle. People put eagle in like E and F and stuff, but put it at a B. But it's better than crocodile since it can actually hunt. It can hunt better. It I've killed uh like leopard seal, like it can kill tier 9s if it gets lucky. um not great though. It can just grief the shit out of the low tiers, so I guess that's alright. Goblin Shark. It gets beat up by every other animal in the deep. Anything can kill a Goblin Shark. um I'd probably put it at a low, like a C minus. Giant squid, S tier, easy. Giant squid's the best animal in the entire game. Giant squid it can hunt really well, it can fight really well, and even if it does get countered, it can just run away and heal. So yeah, giant squid definitely deserves S tier, like without a doubt. Um, Next is hippo. Um, Hippo can go in C. It's worse than Goblin Shark, but people give Hippo shit because it gets it like the other swamp animals can kill it, but because it's not very good at team busting. But it the people who say it's bad just don't play it right. Um, Hippo is Like it's still bad, but not as bad as people say it is. It can definitely kill. It can definitely kill most things on land. Like you can jump off the land, hop really quickly, and catch up to things. So it's a good land predator. All right, tiger shark. Tiger shark. Uh, B. Tiger shark. It it kind of gets out face tanked by everything, but it's okay at hunting and it's good at stealing kills and third partying. I think it's a lot better in TFFA. It's a good solo animal, but in TFFA it's good at soloing. Um, the skins for it look pretty cool, but its ability with the stealth, not a huge fan of it. Stealth is just unnecessary. It 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 would be better for it to just do more damage. Humpback. Well, humpbacks used to be my main, and I liked it. I'd put it at a high C tier, low B tier. I'll give it B. It can have a B. In fact, it's even better than Croc. It can have B. It can. It's just not very vicious. It 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 does a lot of damage, but it takes so long that there's that yeah. It takes so long that the enemy can just run away. Not very good at hunting. Not that good of an animal, but it can hold its own as a soloist. Manta Ray. Either D, either C or B. I'd put it at an A if it weren't for whale, but Manta, it gets so hard countered by a whale. It gets so hard countered by a whale that the whale makes it get countered by other animals that it would usually kill. So high C, on the high end of C tier, yeah. Marlin. Um, hmm. It's lacking in many areas, such as terrible base damage and like terrible health. But it does, and it people was like you could say that it has bleed, but the bleed effect in general is just useless, and poison is way better. So I'm gonna have to give it like a high C tier. It's worse than Manta, but better than Goblin Shark. We'll put it right in the middle. And Orca. Orca's an A. Yeah. Orca's good. It can wall pin. It can wall pin prey. It's a good hunter. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 for hunting. It's a pretty decent fighter. It's fast, so it can run away from bad matchups. And it it does take more skill than any other animal in the game. So it can be difficult, but I think it's alright. A piranha. Um, well, I got my high score with piranha. I got 6 million with piranha, and everybody went lionfish and tried to counter me. They like air boosted into the swamp as lionfish and hunted for me. It was really difficult, but D. It's at the high end of D. Um, polar bear. Polar bear is a no skill animal. All you do is click. Pretty annoying, but I mean, it's good. It does a lot of damage. It does not deserve 160 damage. It it does way too much damage, but I mean, it's good. It's overpowered, so it. I wouldn't put it quite at an A though. Um, and what annoys me is that they Like when humpbacks like use spam stun, they completely nerf that, but that's polar bear's entire ability, and they just completely ignored that. So yeah, fuck you, polar bears.
Alright, so the recording was getting way too long for one video, because for some reason my channel just doesn't really want to upload stuff that's any more than 15 minutes, so sorry for that, but there will be a part 2 to this.